Soft porn publisher David Sullivan has sunk a few £1 million of his vast fortune into the other love of his life, football. He's traded in his blue movies for a blue strip in the form of Birmingham City Football Club. David, you've had a very colourful career. You had a soft porn business and then you went into newspapers. Why the move into football?
I've always loved football, really, and I was an avid football fan all my youth. And for about 5 years, I looked to buy a club. And I looked at Watford, looked at Bradford, and several other clubs, and we ended up at Birmingham.
What convinced you to go for Birmingham?
Because Birmingham potentially is a very big club. I remember that they had 28,000 when they played Stoke in the old third division, or Division 2 as it is now, and I thought any club that gets 28,000 in Division 2 is a club that deserves better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of changes here. I mean, these seats are fantastic. They're fairly plush, aren't they?
They're not bad, and perhaps start of better things to come. I think football will go up market, or sections will. I also support the move of Man United to bring back terracing. Mm-hmm. So I think you've got to cater for fans anything from £50 a seat down to and bring back the £7 or £8 standing.
Yeah. I mean, that's been a big criticism amongst fans, isn't it? That they really can't afford to go.
I think. Well, we do £5 games here, but then when we do that, the season ticket is mown. So it's very difficult to strike an equilibrium between what the season ticket holders want. I mean, today we'll have 15,500. I would have preferred to cut the price to £5 and had a full house. The trading standards won't let us do that.
Do you ever see that the terraces coming back or not?
Yeah, I do. I think very, very much. I think perhaps behind a goal, you see, you take an area like behind our goal, there's 3,000 seats, you could put 5,000 terracing standing in, and you cut your price by 40%, and you've got more supporters and the same income. So I think it's good for everybody. I think they very much will come back. And I mean, Hillsborough was caused by the fences. Without the fences, you wouldn't have had any trouble. So I think there's a very good chance standing will come back. Obviously, we need a change of the rules, but we're going to build a new stand over there in about 3 or 4 years' time. And I'd love to think perhaps the bottom tier would be standing.
Do you see yourself in the Premiership perhaps next season?
No, I think we're 3-1 shot, for promotion. I think realistically that's the correct odds. But if you're 3-1 every year, 1 year you'll do it. You just need one player to hit form, to play above himself, to find form he's not found before. You need a bit of luck in key games. It could happen, but
we'll see.
I think we're 3-1.
Tell.
No, but I'm realistic. I think we're 3-1.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think anybody's a certainty in the Premiership. I mean, at this moment in time, Notts Forest and Middlesbrough look good things, but there's 38 games to go. We got 38 games to go. They got 35 and 36 games to go. It's an awful long way to go.
Now, David, you've run newspapers for a long time. What do you prefer, being the owner of a football club or
I think football's a lot more fun. It's also very, very competitive, because if you look at Division 1, I've never seen a more competitive Division 1. There used to be a lot of soft games in our division. When we arrived, we had a very, very poor side. Yet we still got points, we still got wins, we got draws. With the side we had 5 years ago, I really couldn't see us getting much at the moment. With the Man City, QPR, Sheffield United, Middlesbrough, Notts Forest, and so on and so forth, it's a very, very tough division. I'd much prefer to see Southampton relegated. We'd fancy our chances more against them than Notts Forest or Sheffield United, or Middlesbrough or Sunderland, or go on and on and on. Win, lose or draw, we put the club on a sound financial footing. We're not overdrawn, we've got money in the bank. We've got the money to build a new stand. We're a publicly quoted company. We've got the best average gates for 5, 6, 10 seasons.
You see yourself buying another club at all?
Yeah. I've always said one day I'll probably end up at Cardiff, which is my hometown, or maybe in a London club because there's less travelling. And so it's a combination of travelling and where your roots are. But until we get Birmingham to the Premier League, and really Birmingham have never finished higher than 6th in the old Division 1, until we achieve more than they've ever achieved in 125 years, I wouldn't want to move on because I feel I've let the supporters down. But if we left the club in a strong financial position, we took them perhaps into Europe, maybe then, for me, I think my partners would probably stay on, but I'd probably welcome another challenge and go and do it for Cardiff, take them out of Division 3.